Hey, you want a brief history of the house, the property? Ooh, one day soon. Okay. I bought this property 2 Julys ago. The first 4 months don't count because that was plotting and planning. I went to the Greek islands. I came back. The original contractor advised me that I could save $10,000 if I do my own demolition. So November and December, I took a sledgehammer and demolished and hollowed out the inside, which eventually would become a problem of why I couldn't get a loan and why it couldn't get insured. The parallel universe is this could have been a rental. I could have had a family here. I could have generated money, but I would have never had been 100% sure of what it is to be the dream. Why? Because when I did my own demolition, I was able to get a feel of not just planning the house, but living in the house, noticing which way did the sun come in. So that time period there really doesn't count. My disappointment began in January, which is now 13 months ago. I really thought that Team Tony was coming in January. I still believed it in February. I believed it in March. I was nervous in April. I bailed on that loser by May. What happened then was the contractor and that piece of shit engineer were punitive and would not give me my plans, even though they were never right. They took my money and ran. Note, I took them to court and lost. In May, I jumped ship. I basically started over. It took all summer to get the plans again. And oh my God, these plans, oh, they're perfect. I took a little trip to the Greek islands and I came back, and on October 1st, I actually had that trial in the morning, which I lost. But it didn't matter because later in the day on October 1st, I learned that this property has been in violation since 1965 and no one has ever fixed it. And the amount of people for a year that came through here and got a check from me and nobody noticed, the seller, the buyer, the title, the insurance, the first survey, the second survey, the first engineer, the first contractor, even the people who put the fence up. It is so blatant obvious that somebody would look at it and say, not only can you probably not live here, you definitely cannot do any remodeling. And who made it very clear to me is they said, you will always be at risk of losing this house if you don't correct this. What does that mean? Let's say my neighbor wants to put a cell phone tower and I go, well, I'm not leaving. They petition the county for fair market value. You have to leave. It's almost like a form of eminent domain. I am leaving myself open of liability because of the violations, the setbacks, and the property lines that are in this creative piece of property. What did that mean? That meant I learned that in October and they gave me a December 5th hearing. That's 2 months later. A December 5th hearing that I was victorious, but I didn't get judgment until January 14th. Wow. And I had to have a rational person tell me that, yes, you got judgment on January 14th, but they were never coming to help you on January 15th. See, for me, I feel like, oh my God, I just slayed the dragon. I just killed the dragon. And I turn around for the pep rally and you realize they're not there. I then spent this January with an unsettling deja vu feeling. And that was, these feel like the same red flags that I didn't notice last year. Old guy or new guy, this industry, they're notorious for not calling you back. They're notorious for not returning your emails, texts, voicemails, messages. And as I always say, and I guess I'm different, I have been on islands with limited electricity and limited Wi-Fi, and I will still help you make an appointment. I will still take care of my business. Because why? Oh, I got a fish on the line. Yeah, I guess I'm hungrier. Well, on January 28th, I was permitted. And again, nobody was coming January 29th. Well, y'all, we're now in the end of February, and the hysterical deja vu feelings that I was having, I don't have them. We now have a plan. Look how beautiful this is. This might have been a really bad year, but I did not miss an opportunity to not be busy. Look at that landscaping. Ah, funny story. I met with the contractor, the good contractor. I do like him, but it is not unreasonable that I fill in the blanks with what I don't know based on the experiences that I've had. And in the absence of words, in the absence of information, in the absence of communication, but every time I've met with this contractor, oh my God, he always reminds me that he is the guy that's gonna bring, what is it now? This dream that turned into a nightmare back into a dream that's gonna turn into a reality. You know, your failure depends on when you gave up. And as I've said, coming to bookstores soon, my autobiography, Too Stupid to Stop. So now I have to shop for this house. That sounds exciting, right? It's also overwhelming. What does that mean? That means front porch. What does your foot step on? What type of electrical outlet is here? What type of doorbell is there? What doorknob are you turning? What door are you opening when you step inside? What light switch is there? We're talking what kind of garbage disposal? What dryer vent are you using? What? Oh wait, hold on. I've always thought that I wanted open windows. I thought that I want large format tiles. What bathroom vanity? I don't know, a good one. A nice one. Yeah, I'm holding us up now. How about that? Today's February 18th. And I'm gonna do something. That's a whole different video, y'all. I'm gonna do something, but I'm gonna put myself in solitary confinement because you realize making a video and editing it is not shopping for supplies. Editing a meatball video will not progress this home. We need the laser focus. This, for a long time, has felt like I have sat at the blackjack table way too long. It's been a lot of wonder and worry. And how did I take out my frustrations? Well, I grabbed an axe and I grabbed a shovel. I landscaped the pie crust of my property. And now I have a new mission and I have to 100% shop for this place. Oh my God, the idea that I'm shopping, but you wanna know something? I've been fighting and now I get to shop, right? That sounds like progress. I originally gave this to the contractor and it's basically a Pinterest page, but in a book. And it's all concepts and inspirations, and I might have circled pieces, and there's explanations to the entire thing. I'm so glad I made this book, and I don't mean for the contractor, I mean for me. Yeah. Why? Because it has been so long since I've daydreamed my project, I almost forgot what we're doing. So I met the contractor here the other day, and he basically said that you have 2 weeks to come up with the list. Yeah, so it has to be detailed, it has to be style and budget appropriate. And it's definitely gonna be earned and it's definitely gonna be worth it.